Tony, we last spoke before the Man City FA Cup game, and you were talking up the FA Cup and saying you took it very seriously, and you played a very strong side, but 3 days later you had to play Wigan. Do you kind of regret playing such a strong side, not resting a few players?
Well, Wigan obviously rested most of their players in the cup tie against Macclesfield, and then came to us with, I think it was 9 players who hadn't played in that game. You can do it both ways. If we'd have beaten Man City, then I'd have been absolutely delighted with it. And you don't win, but we've always taken that tournament very, very serious. And the last half an hour against Wigan, we did suffer, without a question of a doubt. The lads did look, after what has been a very, very hectic Christmas period, they did look a little bit tired.
I'm always a bit confused by your opinions on the number of games that are played. I mean, we talked about the international.
I don't think it's the number of games we play. I think it's the intensity of the games that you play. Right. And I think the intensity, especially at the Premier League, it's not just physically, it's mentally as well. That's the difference. I think you could play a game a week if you needed to, but can you play it at the intensity you need to win games? That's the difference. And I think that's what people have got to understand. I hear supporters going, well, they should be able to play every day. Well, it's not just playing the game, it's everything that surrounds the game and the intensity that's involved in it, and especially at the top level and Premier League level.
What does that mean? Like, for example, you'd like the Premier League to be, 22 teams instead of 20 teams or something like this, with a few extra games?
No, not at all. I think the concept of the Premier League is fantastic. I just think there's times where the games are so compact in respect of making space for friendly internationals, or making space for something else, whereas it does take a lot out of the players. And like I said, we've lost 7, 8 players this week. We've gone off to international football. Kenwyn, Cameron, and some of the lads have gone as far as Honduras and whatever Kenwyn's played, goodness knows, Costa Rica or whatever. So they've had that intensity the last few weeks, and then instead of having a break this week and being able to settle them down and recover them and get them right again, they've been off travelling.
So that's going to be your major selection for the Reading game?
No, not really. We've got a great group of lads who give everything. I think if you look at the game against Arsenal and the effort and commitment, and the stats are fabulous. If you were aware of them, or we showed you, which we're not going to, the performance level against Arsenal was absolutely fantastic. It was back to what it's been before Christmas, and that was a great fill-up for us. We've got 12, 13 games to go now. We've got to get as many points as we possibly can, and we've got to make sure that everybody who plays gives it their best.
Good luck against Reading.
Thank you.